You're watching KCTV English News. I'm Hyung Shim. Previous landowners of Dongongdong in Seogwipo City are preparing legal action against the Jeju International Free City Development Center to reclaim their expropriated properties after local government's decision to revoke the license of the Greenland International Hospital. Residents of Dongongdong recently held a village council meeting and agreed to file a lawsuit against JDC. 4 former landowners will participate in the lawsuit to reclaim expropriated lands of around 16,000 square meters. Residents and former landowners said that the Greenland International Hospital's license was annulled and the construction project of the Jeju healthcare town was suspended after they had sold their land to JDC with hopes to revitalize the local economy. The residents are planning to meet with JDC Chairman Moon Dae-rim soon and deliver their intentions to take legal action. The plaintiffs will file their lawsuits by the end of May. The Provincial Council evaluated the ordinance amendment on imposing a ban on constructing seaports and airports within Grade 1 conservation zones on May 21st. The Provincial Council's Environment and City Committee evaluated the revision bill of conservation zones management at the 372nd Provisional Session at the Provincial Council. Council member Hong Myung-hwan has proposed a bill to protect Grade 1 conservation zones, which would also include areas of underground water and ecosystem preservation zones. It also states that any adjustments of the grades of conservation zones must be made with the consent of the local council. Some council members request the council to pass the motion to protect Grade 1 conservation zones to the same degree as preservation zones. However, Provincial Department of Environment and Preservation Director Park Won-ha said the ordinance amendment to intensify regulations is unnecessary due to existing environmental evaluative process. The Animal and Plant Quarantine Agency will strengthen quarantine inspections due to the recent detection of African swine fever virus at the Jeju International Airport. X-ray monitors specializing in livestock epidemics and foreign insects will be installed from June. The Quarantine Agency and local customs office will each perform quarantine inspection to double-check for ASF virus. A monitor that can observe both carry-on and checked-in luggage will be installed. It will be operated on a trial basis in May and fully run from June. The highly contagious and deadly ASF virus was found in pork sausages brought into the island by Chinese tourists on April 29th. African swine fever is known to have a fatality rate of nearly 100% in pigs. The Seogwipo City Office of Education is cracking down on illegal private tutoring in Jeju Global Education City. The Seogwipo City Office of Education suspended a private tutoring institute on March for relocating without a permission. There also have been a series of illegal teaching practices, including 2 teachers charged for private tutoring without a permit. Education authorities will offer a reward of up to 5 million won and continue cracking down on illegal educational practices. The Composite Consumer Sentiment Index of Jeju is on the rise for 3 consecutive months. The Jeju branch of the Bank of Korea said local retail sales index rose by 10.2% in the first quarter compared to the same period last year due to the increased sales in local duty-free shops and other retailers. However, the construction and tourism industries remain sluggish. The area under construction and with construction permit fell by more than 25% this April than last year. The total number of tourists visiting Jeju has turned to a decline despite the increasing number of foreign tourists due to greater losses in the number of domestic visitors. Some large corporate rental car agents have filed a lawsuit against the province. Plaintiffs are arguing that the local government's cap on the number of rental cars on the road infringes property rights without justified compensation. Mike Lehman reports.
Jeju Province recently announced that some rental cars from rental car agencies which refused to participate in the province's rental car quota system will be restricted from driving in Jeju. A decision to first ban older rental cars from Jeju's roads was made in an effort to combat the number of registered rental vehicles. 1,847 rental cars from 40 local rental car agencies are subject to the restriction, with a violation bringing up to a 100,000 won fine per car. But now, big rental companies that have agencies nationwide and which refuse to support the rental car quota system have filed a lawsuit against the province. Lotte Rental, SK Networks, AJ Rent-A-Car, Hanjin Transportation, and Happy Networks have taken to the Jeju District Court to overturn the province's administrative measures. The plaintiffs argue that the province is infringing on property rights without justified compensation. Meanwhile, the Jeju Rental Car Association disagrees with the litigation. Previously, each local rental car agency had made the concession to join the provincial office's efforts to reduce the number of rental cars on the roads by phasing out their older models. But the big companies are essentially snuffing out the efforts of the smaller Jeju companies, and so the Jeju Rental Car Association is putting pressure on them to join in.
진짜 눈물을 머물고 그 제주 지역 그 도민들하고 같이 이렇게 상생할 수 있는 그런 일을 모색하고자 동참하고 있는데 대기업에서는 사실상 육지 영업소에서는 그런 경우가 전혀 없습니다. 지금 아예 그 총량제 자체를 무산시키려고 지금.
The plaintiff companies together own more than 6,000 cars, 20% of the total number of rental cars registered on Jeju. If the province is going to not only protect its environment and keep its roads clearer, but also hold the large mainland rental companies at bay, then it's going to need to act sternly and quickly for the sake of the local rental car market. Mike Lademan, KCTV.
Don't miss out on the epic Samda Park Healing Night concert. Join us every Friday night through August 23rd. Skies will be clear throughout the day. However, we expect big temperature fluctuations, so please take care. For more details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 18 and the temperature will peak at 26 degrees in the afternoon. Down south in Seogwipo, we'll have a low of 17 in the morning and a high of 24 in the afternoon. Over in Seongsan, the temperatures will be a low of 13, warming up to 26 degrees. Across the island in Kosan, we expect a low of 16 and a high of 22 degrees. And up on the mountain at Songpanak, we'll hit a low of 13, topping off at 23 degrees. Out on the water, winds will be out of the southwest and west at a speed of 7 to 11 meters per second, with seas between 1 and 1.5 meters. And here's a look at the extended forecast. Thank you for joining us today. Make sure you find us on YouTube at KCTV E-News Jeju. 시청해주신 여러분 고맙습니다.